Hi everyone, it's Lucinda
and Trish
from the Bee's Knees, and it's National Biscuit Day.
National Biscuit, my favourite day, funnily enough.
Is there a tea and biscuit day? I don't think so.
No, but they go together, but they can have their separate day, and I think they do.
They warrant their separate day. So I've been doing a little bit of research. Biscuits date back, as we know them now, to the late 1700s, early 1800s, when sugar became more accessible and more affordable. And they really did, you know, it's a British biscuit, not an American biscuit, which we probably call a scone.
Yes.
And I don't know why Americans call them biscuits.
Yes.
But anyway, we're talking about British biscuits.
Or cookies.
Cookies, as they are known here. Yeah, cookies. But yeah, McVitie's was one of the early pioneers in the biscuit industry in the UK, dating back to 1836. When they started selling biscuits. And they are now, to this day, one of the most well-known biscuit brands in the world, probably.
Yes.
Along with like Fox's and Jacobs, but McVitie's
in the Western world, yes, definitely.
And yeah, they've been making in London and Manchester, I believe, for years. They still produce new things that come out, new flavours.
But they still make the old ones that we used to eat as kids.
Oh yeah.
That people used to
We just know and love them. Yeah. So. Probably one of the best-selling items at the Bee's Knees is the McVitie's the dark chocolate digestives. Trish, you should open the digestives. Mm-hmm. So these did come about. I just read in an article that McVitie started adding baking soda to deal with men suffering from flatulence.
Apparently, the women didn't.
So everybody always asks, well, they were kind of created to aid with digestion. So that's the basic digestive.
Yeah, and it's a wheaty biscuit. So there, look, I've got a broken one here, so I can just show you. Like inside, it's fairly fine texture. It's it's whole wheat. It's actually pretty good, and they're not overly sweet. So
great Duncan.
Hang on a minute. Bit peppy.
Yeah. So the digestives, they went from that and added chocolate. So the dark chocolate is really one of the most popular items in the entire store of everything, not just the food.
And I think that also helped was that Ted Lasso, if you watched that on the TV, declared it his favourite biscuit when he was filming in London.
He did, yes. Ate those all the time. So there's the plain, the dark chocolate, the milk chocolate. So they're classics from our childhood, along with the rich tea, Donna's favourite.
Which is a less sweet sort of, regular biscuit, which is great for dunking in tea.
It's a great dunker.
Yeah.
Then you've got the shortcake, which has some fruit in it, which is more of like a shortbready type biscuit. And then one of the big introductions, probably,
when I was a child.
Yeah. Long time ago.
Yeah, long time. It wasn't that long a time ago, but
was the hobnob.
Well, that's a regular hobnob. So an oaty biscuit, it's called an oat snap. It's got a much more coarser texture to it, more whole wheat, whole grain.
I love
just
them.
Really nice, and they are fabulous dipped in tea also.
Yeah,
aren't
some
they?
people are digestive people. I'm a hobnob.
Yeah, so this is more oaty than the digestive is more wheaty.
Yes.
I guess this one didn't help. Well, I don't know what it did for us in the 70s, but that's when it was introduced.
And that also comes in the plain, the milk chocolate, and the dark chocolate.
People love those.
And then there are things like that's not McVitie's. There are other ones, but I mean
Bourbons and custard creams.
Oh, these
not do those.
Go on Instagram today and watch. We did a fun reel with our own homemade custard creams in that I made, but custard creams and bourbons, not bourbon, bourbon. They don't contain alcohol. They're a chocolate biscuit, and we should research why they're called that. I don't know. Fabulous.
They're very simple biscuits, and there's similar ones available here, but they're just such classic.
Classic.
Everyone.
Good.
And that back in the day, my mother used to go to the market because you used to be able to buy a big box of broken biscuits that the factories used to make and bring it home, and we'd sit and gorge ourselves on biscuits because we didn't really have that many biscuits really, and that was a real rare treat.
But there are lots of other biscuits, obviously not just McVitie's, but we'll come back to that in a minute. We've got Wagon Wheels, Jammy Dodgers, Fox's is also
an old brand.
An old brand also from the 1800s, producing in England since then. But why we chose to focus on McVitie's was because we wanted to have, which we haven't done, we've had it a little while, haven't we?
Yeah.
This amazing actual antique. This is real. from the time of King George V.
Which was 1911 to 1936 was his reign. So if you think McVitie's were around way before that in the 19th century, in the 1800s.
Yeah.
But at this time, this would have been between 1911 and 1936.
So back in the day, these bins were lined with steel. You can find pictures online.
Because biscuits did not come in packets then.
No, so the loose biscuits would have been in, and then these had glass fronts.
Yeah.
But Trish managed to find this at a local antique dealer, and we have to have it. And we've looked. We actually paid a good price for it because they're not really available at all. So we feel very fortunate to have this amazing piece to display our McVitie's biscuits.
Yes. Yes.
So it's fabulous, and it's real, back from an antique from back in the day.
Yeah.
And it does the job.
Yeah.
But so many biscuits at the Bees Knees to be had. Shortbreads, Dean's shortbread, Grandma Wild's, Ace Tea.
Island Bakery. Loads. Absolutely delicious.
Whittard biscuits.
Yes. Yeah.
Just whatever you fancy.
Whatever you fancy, we've got it.
Yeah, and if you want to show everybody around the other biscuits, the Walker's shortbread.
We've got some Walkers there.
So if you need a biscuit treat, you know where to come. Dean's, Hurdy filled with Dean's shortbread, the Coffee Dunkers, Island Bakery, and yeah, that's great.
Something for every occasion.
Fun tins if you want for a gift. Yep, they come in some lovely tins. So if you go under Tea Biscuits and Treats on the website, more down there, the Fox's Selection, Party rings, and then last but not least at the top are the Whittards. Nice. Delicious.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No further ado, there's a packet of biscuits calling our name.
No.
Better make a tea.
Better make a cup of tea. Well, we hope you found that interesting, and thanks for watching, and go have a biscuit.
Happy National Biscuit Day.
Yes.
Thanks again.
Bye
Bye bye.